Keeping up with today's fast-paced world can be difficult. Accelerate your life with iFiber Communications high-speed internet. Surf, stream, and game like never before. Give us a call at 509-754-2600 and find out more at iFiber.tv.
A rally in Wenatchee for the proposed 51st state dubbed Liberty drew about 190 people on Saturday and brought in some of the key names among Eastern Washington conservatives bent on splitting the state down the middle.
Have you had enough of downtown Seattle yet? Have you had enough of downtown Seattle yet?
Proponents of the idea, which hasn't been done since West Virginia split off from Virginia in the heat of the Civil War, say they're tired of changes in morals, taxation, and regulation in the state, which they say is driven by liberal Democratic voters in Seattle and other Western population centers. They met at Wenatchee's BPOE ballroom to talk it over.
They are off on a tangent, folks, and we have to slow that freight train down. And whether it's another state or whether it's taking over the one we've got, we better get with it because it's going down the funnel in a hurry. It really is.
We as Americans have been gifted by God with a great nation with great founding documents. And those documents declare liberty and give us the format for keeping that liberty.
Lauren Culp, the police chief of the town of Republic, was believed to be the first Washington law enforcement official to refuse to enforce I-1639, the state's new voter-approved law on firearm sales and safety.
The initiative process that brought 1639 into so-called law is exactly what our founding fathers warned us about. It's democracy in action, and our founders set us up as a constitutional republic.
Culp also read a poem about the American flag and spent time signing and selling copies of his new book, endorsed by Ted Nugent. Liberty campaigners view the law as unconstitutional, and Douglas County organizer Lee Pfluger says its passage by 60% of the vote drew a lot more potential supporters to the cause.
We saw traffic on the website, traffic on the Facebook page, everything like that really took off when that passed. And again, we're seeing the same thing after this legislative session.
The star speaker, controversial state representative Matt Shea, came from his home district in Spokane Valley to talk for more than an hour, linking the Liberty State to the American Redoubt movement, a push among Christian survivalists to establish a sovereign state within the American West that would include parts of eastern Washington.
Well, you'd have a completely new constitution, and I think that that's what the beauty of this is. We're talking about what freedom actually looks like again. And I think that that's where, the imagination is sparked for people, that we can create a new state constitution based on the lessons learned over the last, 50 years, last time Alaska and Hawaii came in, we can learn from those things and we can improve upon freedom and liberty.
A sticker on the laptop Shea used to give his presentation gives the web address of an anti-Muslim hate site. Shea, a Republican, is under fire by Democrats and other critics for his participation in an online chat session in which a group of men discussed violence against specific liberal activists in Spokane. In the chat, leaked to The Guardian last month, Shea did not discuss violence but allegedly named 3 people as possible targets and offered to provide background checks on those being discussed. When asked if he condemns political violence, Shea declined to answer.
Nobody that I associate with that has fought particularly overseas advocates political violence. And I got to tell you something, this continued attempt to smear people is actually fomenting political violence. Now, I ask you this question. I want you to answer this question. Do you condemn political violence by such organizations as Antifa?
Are you still associated with the folks who are in that
Do you renounce political violence by organizations like Antifa?
What's the GOP caucus?
Do you renounce political violence by such organizations as Antifa?
Have you been contacted?
Do you renounce?
He then ended the interview and left the hall through a rear exit. Pfluger says Saturday's event is new fuel for the movement. To get a new state, the measure must be approved by the Washington legislature and the U.S. Congress.
I think we had some great speakers, and hopefully we educated everybody on what the movement's about.
Jefferson Robbins, iFiber 1 News.